Hello.
Hello, this call is from Bank Security Department.
Uh-oh. It's from Bank Security Department. And it's a robot person. Which means it sounds incredibly official. But it could have been made by anyone. For free. On a little laptop in a small tin hut. So, as you might be fairly capable of appreciating, the chances of a bank phoning up and saying, "This is the bank," are fairly remote. I suppose you could phone up and say, "This is the post office," or "This is the government," but it's still a fairly indistinct thing to say. If you phone up and said, "This is the FBI," well, I mean, at least you know who you're dealing with. Well, I don't think the FBI would phone up and say that, actually. But anyway, the simple truth is that this phone call that's about to happen is a person saying, "You've received these charges. Press 1 to accept them." Now, you know what it's like when you accept a charge. You have to put your thumb on your phone or look at it in the face and, do that Admiral Kirk retina scan stuff and all the rest of it. It's not easy to confirm a charge. Certainly you'd never just press 1 on the phone. Not like the good old days. So this phone call is some sort of scam. So the question is, what's the point of this opening bit? Well, it's some sort of freak out, isn't it? Basically, they're trying to get you to freak out so that when the guy from wherever he is gets onto the phone, you're ready to tell him your long card number or something, and then he can charge you as much money as he likes. But even then, that's the thing about this. They'd have to, I think, probably what they're trying to do is to get you to log into your bank account. And then somehow take control of your computer. I can't see what else they could be trying to do. And then they could do some sort of fund transfer to themselves. Either way, unfortunately, I didn't string him along long enough to find that out. And here's how it ends up.
Hello?
Hello?
Yep, thank you for connecting the Visa Anti-Fraud Department. You're talking to Brenton. How may I help you?
Who?
Yes?
How may I help you? You phoned me, mate.
So did you receive any message?
Well, it's just a robot woman.
Sorry?
Just a robot woman.
So what was the message?
It was an automated person.
Like, what was the message?
Well, how can you not know what the message was?
Isn't that a fair enough question? I think that's a fair enough question. How could you not know what the message was? You phoned me.
So that's what I'm asking you. What was the message you noticed?
But you phoned me. How do you not know the message?
Something. You're a motherfucker whore.
So you can see how dangerous things are becoming nowadays. I mean, not only did this guy know that I had a bank account, but he also knew that I fucked his mother. Now, how did he know that? Either way, let's just go back over that first message once more, because I think it is important to listen to each bit and try and work out exactly what some of it really means. Let's have a listen to Piece by Piece.
Hello, this call is from Bank Security Department.
Right. So we've already been over the bit but it's Bank Security Department. It almost sounds like she said something before that and they cut it out.
Hello, this call is from Bank Security Department. We have received 2 charges. This call is from Bank Security Department. We have received...
Almost like they took like a NatWest or a Midland one or something and actually just cut the bank bit out to make it sound more authentic.
Hello, this call is from Bank Security Department. We have received 2 charges from your card this morning. The first charge is £199 from Amazon, and second charge...
Now, if it was a real computer reading out a bank statement, it's very unlikely it would just say Amazon. It would say Amazon, blah de blah, card number, blah, 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 reference thing, whatever. But it sure as heck wouldn't tell you that without you logging in. Because all that information is secure. There's no way they tell you what bank transfers you've been doing.
Is £899 from International Money Transfer website.
International Money Transfer website. What the heck does that even mean? So they're trying to scare you by saying, oh my god, someone sent 900 quid to somebody in Asia in order to send 900 quid to somebody in Asia. It can all get a bit confusing sometimes.
We believe it is suspicious and unauthorized transaction. You have never used this transaction in past through your card. To allow this transaction, press 1, or speak to our support team, press 2.
Now, it's important to notice at this point, I didn't press 1 or 2, I just pressed 0 to see what would happen. But I still got through to the fella.
Thank you.
So what does all this mean? Well, essentially what it means is you've got to be sure who you're talking to on the phone. And this is a big problem, isn't it? Because the bank want to know information to prove who you are. But you want the bank to prove who they are. And it all gets a bit awkward. The simple truth is that when a bank phones up your mobile phone, that is a huge amount of authentication to prove who you are, because you answered your mobile number. But even, when you think about somebody like Google or Apple or one of these people, they will send a number to your phone to confirm things, but that's not good enough for the bank. Even though they phoned your phone to believe that it's you, they're going to say, okay, what's the last 2 digits of this? What's your date of birth? And that is a huge security problem for everyone, because it means that when they phone up and say which bank you're from, so let's just say I was with Virgin Money, for instance, and said, can you please confirm the last 4 digits of your account number? Well, Virgin Money only have a certain range of the first 4 digits of their account numbers anyway, so they could probably work out what your whole account number is by asking you the last 4 digits. They're going to know the sort code anyway, because Virgin Money only has one sort code, or however many sort codes they have, so they're going to be able to figure that out. So that is a huge security risk. And that's of course why everything's becoming more and more automated with your phone app, where you just go onto your phone and say, yes, this is me, no, that wasn't me, etc, etc. If you're concerned about the person on the end of the phone, and you always should be, every single time someone phones you up and says, I'm from your bank, you should always be concerned about who they are. Probably the best thing to do is say, look, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to terminate this call. I'm going to phone my bank myself, because at least that way I know I'm phoning the right number. Or you can say, look, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to log into the website. I don't need your help right now, thanks. I'll just get on chat and I'll speak to them directly and I'll find out what this problem is and who you are, and just get them out of the equation. Because somebody phoning you from your bank is a very unusual event nowadays, unless something catastrophic has happened. And if something catastrophic has happened, it can wait 5 minutes while you get onto your bank and chat to them or phone them or whatever. And really, that's the best advice I can give. I don't know what else to say, because phoning you up and telling you something terrible has happened puts you in a certain state of mind, and that state of mind is vulnerable. You know, even if it's really your bank, that state of mind is vulnerable. So the best thing to do is say, look, thanks for phoning. I'm going to terminate this call because I want to be absolutely certain it's really you. And if it's really your bank, and they must understand that. And if they start getting shirty and calling you bad words, then you know it's not your bank. If they start saying, listen to me, that's not your bank. People from your bank do not speak that way, right? So you calmly tell them, listen, I'm going to terminate this call and phone up my bank just to be absolutely sure it's them. When they start swearing at you, you know you've done the right thing. See you next time.